Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jayyduty here, and I'm back with another video. 5 differences between a successful person and an unsuccessful person. Listen, fellas, you have to make good decisions. Start the business, take action, and stay consistent. I want you to make good decisions. It's okay to work a 9 to 5. That's perfectly fine. But you have to start something online. You have to. If you want to get by, work a 9 to 5. Work for somebody else's dream. But if you want to become financially wealthy and you want to do things your way, especially on your own timing, start an online business. Pursue your dreams. Stop being afraid of failure. Stop being afraid of how other people is going to view you. Do what's best for you. Don't get around your friends and let your friends make your decisions. This is your life. Know your value and make your own decisions. If what your friends is doing is stupid, call it out and isolate yourself. Be around people who want success as much as you do, because that's going to determine where you're going to go in the future. Understand that. The difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person is successful people, they make good decisions. They do what's best for them. Unsuccessful people, they do what other people think is best for them. They do based off how they feel. They don't think outside the box. They do based off what they've been taught. They just not themselves. If you want to embody the character that has everything, if you want to attract the life that you want, you have to be yourself. Number 1, successful people take immediate action. Unsuccessful people wait. Successful people start before they feel ready. Unsuccessful people wait for the perfect time. Fellas, you got to start now. Like, there's no such thing as the perfect time. When you think you got to feel ready, this is where you're never going to start in the first place. When you just take action, you're going to forget that whatever the fuck you think in your head. So if you think people's going to laugh at you, when you take action, you're not going to give a fuck. If you think you're going to fail, when you take action, you're not going to care about failure. When you think you're about to give up, when you take action, you're not going to think about giving up. You have to take action. There's no such thing as the perfect time. The perfect time is right now. It's what you're going to do after this video. It's what you're going to do after this message. It's what you're going to do after you wake up in the morning. What are you going to do about your life? Think about that. Are you going to start the business? Are you going to invest in yourself? Are you going to hit the gym? Are you going to tell yourself things that will make you better? Are you going to speak kindly to yourself? Are you going to take action? What are you going to do? Are you going to imagine the life that you want? What are you going to do? Because what you imagine is what you become. And what you become is what you attract. And what you attract is what you live. And what you live is what you preach. You are a testimony. That's why God put you through a lot of failures so you could teach others. You get what I'm saying? So fellas, you have to think outside the box. And you have to take immediate action. Stop worrying about the perfect time, the perfect moment. How can I build equipment? How can I find connections? No, you have to connect with that inner dialogue. You got to connect with your purpose. Connect with that gift, because that's the thing that's going to be the reason why you succeed. Okay, stop making excuses. No more excuses. Start right now. Literally right now, my nigga. Like, literally right now. You can pay attention to this video and start. Like, you making so much excuses, but first you have to embody the character that deserves the thing that you want. So you like, well, Jayyduty, how do I just get on my purpose? Pretend like you already on your purpose. What you pretend, you become. What you become, you attract. So you have to pretend like you that individual that's already at the finish line. Literally. Point blank period. Literally. Okay? Successful people learn from failure. Whatever you go through in your life, you have to learn from it. You got to get some type of, reasoning for the situation. Like, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? And how can I pursue something else that's better for my life? Like, Jayyduty, I got shot at in my life. I'm still here. I still want to succeed. I still think positive. I don't think about the past. Stop thinking about the past. You don't get paid from it. You don't get happiness from it. You can't monetize the past. You can't do anything with the past. The past is just dragging the present moment down. Literally. So stop thinking about the past. Stop thinking about what you lost and think about what you want to gain. Okay? You got to start thinking ahead, okay? I want you to start thinking about what you want in your life and don't focus on what you don't want. Don't focus on lack, limitations, or depression, or anxiety, or how people think of you. Fuck no. I want you to learn from the situation you go through. I want you to learn from life. I want you to learn from the wins and the downs and the ups and the trials and the tribulations and the errors. I want you to learn through everything in life. I don't give a fuck if it's something small. Learn from it. I don't give a fuck if you walk down the street and you see some type of inspiration on somebody else's car. Learn from it. Learn from everything. If you see somebody driving a fast car and you know you want to be there in the next 5 years, learn from it. Tell yourself, that's going to be me in the next 5 years. Picture it, live it, desire it, go after it. I want you to embody that character that already has everything that you desire. Because you are what you think. Literally, it says it in the Bible. A man is how he think. Literally. But fellas, I want you to learn from your failure. Look at it as a lesson that's trying to help you to become the best version of yourself. Because without failure, fellas, there's no growth. So you need failure. You need to hear no so you can become the person that says yes. Let me say it again. You need to hear no so you can become the person that people says yes. Literally. Unsuccessful people fear failure. They treat mistakes as lessons. They let setbacks stop them. Successful people think long term. That's number 3. Successful people think long term. Unsuccessful people chase short term comfort. Fellas, ask yourself right now, what's one thing that's holding me back right now? What's one thing that's holding me back? Let me tell you something, right? A year ago, I was dealing with all these addictions. I had a pornography addiction, I had a masturbation addiction, I had a weed addiction, I had a vaping addiction. I had all these addictions. Like, I was like, wow, what is wrong with me? And this is what's stopping the best version of myself. This is what's nerfing the person that I was meant to be. It was nerfing that character. So, fellas, I had to ask myself, Jay, what's one habit in your life right now that's holding you back? And I was coming up with all these addictions, and I wrote it down. And I told myself, I said, Jayyduty, you're going to have to sacrifice these addictions. You're going to have to sacrifice them. Get them about your life. If you want to become the best version of yourself, you have to stop masturbating. You have to stop watching pornography. You have to stop vaping. You have to stop smoking weed. You have to. That's if you want to, increase your focus. Okay? So that's what I did. Feel me? I'm just sober from everything. I don't have no addictions. I'm not saying I'm the perfect person ever because I still overthink on a day-to-day basis. But at the end of the day, I don't have no addictions. I feel like nothing is truly holding me back from reaching my, my fullest potential. What's holding you back? It's something in your life right now that's holding you back, and you need to focus on that. Okay, fellas? Okay, listen. Number 3, successful people think long-term. Unsuccessful people chase short-term comfort. They invest in habits, skills, and relationships. They prioritize immediate gratification over future rewards. Okay? So you have to ask yourself, what am I even chasing? And will it bring me long-term success? Is this person even long-term for me? When you focus on people, ask yourself, is she long-term? Is he long-term? When you focus on things, ask yourself, is this thing is going to bring me long-term success? Like, is it going to give me the life that I want? If the answer is no, you don't need to be focused on that thing. If it's not bringing you love, knowledge, wealth, or health in your life, you don't need it. If it's not bringing you if it's not bringing you them 4 things, listen, fellas, you don't need it. Number 4, successful people take responsibility. Unsuccessful people blame others. They ask, what can I do better? As a successful person, what can I do better? How can I better my life from this circumstance? They point the blame at themselves because they understand that they the only person that's going to save their life. They the only person that's going to save themselves. Nobody's going to save them. So you can point the blame at others, but nobody truly gives a fuck about you. And once you realize that, you're going to stop depending on others, and you're going to depend on what you do every single day. You're going to depend on habits. You're going to depend on systems. You're going to depend on yourself. Nobody will help you. Nobody. Literally, realize that. Nobody can save you. People, they can tell you this. They can give you this. But at the end of the day, you still got to put yourself out there and make something happen. Number 5, last one not least, successful people stay consistent. Unsuccessful people quit too soon. Fellas, you started something and you gave up before you even seen the results. That's your fault. Like, you the person that was dumb as fuck. You the person that didn't have the right consistency. Before you think about giving up, ask yourself, did I do my best? Did I even try? Did I even try for a year? Like, did I try other systems? Did I try to, adapt to what's going on nowadays? Like, ask yourself, what did you do? Don't just give up. Like, successful people, they keep going no matter what. Yeah, they probably went through worse traumatic things than you, but guess what? They kept it going. You probably went through a lot of traumatic things, but guess what? You gave up. Like, the difference between the successful person and successful people, they keep going no matter what. Unsuccessful people, they just stop because they feel like they out of luck. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Don't be that type of person, bro. Keep going. You know how many people that told me to give up on my YouTube because, oh, Jayyduty, bro, you ain't getting the views that you want because, you know, it probably is just because, like, successful people is lucky. Like, man, people just be bitches and don't follow they thinking because that's critical thinking. It's not going to give you the life that you want. Don't follow people, bro. Follow what you think is best for you. Get what I'm saying? Successful people, they keep working even when progress is slow. Unsuccessful people, they give up because results don't come quickly. Listen, fellas, successful people isn't built from one big decision. It's built from the choices they make every single day. Change your habits, and over time, you will become better, and you can see results. Going to see results. Listen, fellas, if you give up now, the guarantee is that you ain't going to see results. You're not going to live the life that you want. You're not going to retire your mom. You're not going to be in that penthouse. You're not going to do good with your business. You're not going to do good with yourself. That's the guarantee. If you keep going, I guarantee you're going to see some type of result from your work ethic. Anyways, man, I love you. I'm out. Peace.